Great morning, great morning. Y'all, I got some technical difficulties going on this morning, but listen, it is August the 27th, 2024. It's Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome. Great morning. We are 1 minute early, y'all. I'm trying to time this right on time. Listen, y'all caught me curling my hair right before we came on air this morning, but it is okay. Listen, I am glad that we have some early birds who show up to Kimmie's World. Listen, welcome to Kimmie's World. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, today is August the 27th, 2024. Kaden went to school this morning. So y'all, let's cross our fingers. On the way to school, Kaden was saying his stomach was hurting, his head was hurting. I was like, look, we just gonna try to make it this morning. And if you feel bad, tell your teacher and I'll come pick you up. That's just what it is. But we cannot miss 30 days of school like we did last year just from sickness. Y'all know it's that time of year. Anyway, if this is the first time you are tuning in to Kimmie's World, I want to formally welcome you here. First of all, if you've been shacking up with us all this time, you've been watching the live shows, you've been watching the vlogs, the shorts, everything, and you still have yet to subscribe to the channel, you gotta stop shacking with us and come on and become a part of the Kimmie gang. That's right. Listen, shout out to my Kimmie gang who always rocks with me. I had one of our paid subscribers, who's actually my sister, Danielle, actually showed up before the show even started, child. She was already in the chat. So shout out to you for being on time. The way you can support this channel is by liking the broadcast, is by sharing this broadcast, and also engaging. So take a moment right now to go ahead and like this video while we're out here. We got 6 people in the building right now. I'm gonna need you guys' help to help me share this broadcast out. Share this out so we can get more views on this channel. For some reason, the algorithm just didn't put me in it this month. So I'm gonna need y'all help. So anyway, another way that you can support this channel is by membership badges. The membership badge link is actually pinned in the comment area. You should see it at the top. Hold on just a moment. So you should see it at the top where it's pinned. Now, My members, what you will receive from becoming a member, it starts at the Pink Babies at $4.99. There will be member-only chats, member shout-outs, giveaways, early access to videos and live streams, members-only videos. Listen, we're going to start playing games every week. I believe I'm going to kick this off probably next Friday. And it's going to be some giveaways. And it's only going to be for my members. So if you have a paid subscription to this channel, make sure you tune in. Not this Friday. I believe that's going to be on, let's see, what day is that on? I believe it's September the 6th. And just stay tuned to the community tab about the time. But there will be a giveaway. And we're going to play a game as well. So, and when the products come out, members will have first dabs on products, and also they'll be able to receive discounts on products. Also, another way you can help support this channel is by Cash Apps. Now, we know Super Chat, Super Thanks, Super Stickers, YouTube get 50% of it. They get 50%. But when you send Cash Apps, this channel receives 100% of the proceeds, and it goes back into the channel. Y'all see all this, well, you can't tell, but you see how there's no lagging. Well, I got a new laptop last week, and the microphones and the headsets and the lights and the cameras and all the equipment and the software I use just to do my live streams and vlogging. What you give to the channel will be put right back into the channel. All right, so let's see who we have in the chat this morning. We have none other, y'all. She be right on time, honey. My sister gonna ride or die with me. So shout out to you. She said she liked this. She probably talking about the pre-show. All right, we got, Nana done figured out how to type in the chat, y'all. She typing. So anyway, the first order of business we are going to get into is actually something that I created here in Kimmie's World called the Content Creator Spotlight. So our Content Creator Spotlight is none other than Cooking with Mrs. Jones. Miss Jones. Now, Cooking with Mrs. Jones has been on YouTube since 2018. And she has, y'all check this out, over 1 million views and 11.9 thousand subscribers. Now, some of the things that she does on her channel is actually cooking. Honey, if you want to learn how to cook some down-home Southern meals, go ahead and click the subscribe button to Cooking with Mrs. Jones. Sometimes you'll see her in the chat here. I love her channel. I got to get back on over there to her channel. Hold on a minute. Let me put her information in the chat. For those of you all who want to, I'm sorry about that. For those of you all who want to follow Cooking with Miss Jones, like if y'all trying to figure out what y'all want to cook for today, because honey, I know I'm not alone. Be like, oh Lord, how am I going to cook this? I'm clicking on a video right now, how to cook smothered turkey wings, oven baked turkey recipe. Now, who wouldn't want that? So I'm going to go ahead and put her information in the chat. See, when I don't have, well, I got some moderators, but they're working. So I have to do all this lead work myself, and it's kind of hard. So if you want to become a moderator for this channel, just let me know. It would be greatly appreciated. Trust me, I take care of my moderators. I really only have one moderator, and that's my other sister, but I was paying her every month. And last month I bought her a Stanley Cup because she always comes in my chat and she always moderates. Like whatever I need, she's always here. But Cooking with Miss Jones information is there. Make sure you click on that and subscribe to her channel. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get with the program. I saw, we got Miss Catherine in the building. She said, good morning, Kimmie and chat. Great morning to you, Queen. Y'all, we just going to go ahead and get into it. I don't want to have a long, drawn-out show this morning. Carter, I don't know how long he's going to sit still. That's my great nephew. He's upstairs watching Paddington Bear. the show is an hour, but y'all know how little kids are. They get into stuff. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get with the program this morning. The first order of business I want to talk about is actually prayers up for Mariah Carey. And she confirms that her mother, Patricia, and her sister, Allison, both died on the same day over this past weekend. So, yeah, this is something. So, she took to social media and said that my heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day. She said, I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time. Now, you know, Mariah Carey's mother and her, they actually sung together. I guess that's where Mariah gets part of her voice from, is from her mother. She also wrote in her 2020 memoir that, like many aspects of my life, my journey with my mom has been full of contradictions and competing realities. It's never been only black and white. It's been a whole rainbow of emotions. So just in that statement, it tells you that their relationship wasn't all peaches and cream. She also stated that our relationship is a prickly rope of pride, pain, shame, gratitude, jealousy, admiration, and disappointment. And this is in her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. She said, it was a complicated love tethers my heart to my mother's. Wow. So I'm not really for sure what exactly happened. You know, this is a really sad situation. I don't know if her mother and her sister maybe was in a tragic accident. Maybe something happened to both of them, or maybe the mother passed away and then the daughter couldn't take it and then she lost her life as well. But whatever the case may be, keep Mariah Carey and her family in your prayers during this time of bereavement. That's pretty sad to lose your mom and your sister all in the same day. Yeah. Let's see. How you doing, Random? Thank you for tuning in. I don't know who Random is, but how you doing? We welcome everybody over here at Kimmie's World. So the next order of business is T-Boz. Now, if you follow Kimmie's World, that means you probably was on a community tab on yesterday, and I actually posted this in a community tab. So, you know, TLC, which is Chili and T-Boz, were actually on tour. Now, they were in Syracuse, New York, August the 24th, and after delivering an electrifying performance in Toledo, Ohio on Thursday, TLC was eagerly anticipating their next stop at the New York State Fair in Syracuse. However, shortly after arriving in Syracuse, Tion, which is T-Boz, experienced sudden severe nausea, vomiting, and intense abdominal cramps. Now, she was immediately seen by a doctor and subsequently taken to the hospital for further evaluation. Now, last evening, Tion was diagnosed with a severe abdominal blockage, necessitating the cancellation of both Syracuse and Foxwoods performance. She remains in a hospital under medical supervision, but is expected to be released tomorrow. And it goes on and on to talk about that. And they talk about how they are rescheduling their events. Their concert tour dates. Now, the latest information on that is, let me go ahead and put this up. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Oh, crap. That's the wrong one, y'all. Okay, here we go. So TLC T-Boz is doing great following the medical scare of the canceled tours. Now, for those of you all who do not know who TLC is, this is actually the girl group that came out in the 90s. Was it the early 90s? And they had Left Eye, which I know Left Eye actually tragically passed away due to an accident, what have you. But anyway, From what is being reported, Tion is doing great, a representative for TLC said on a statement Monday. And it also said that it was just one of those freak things that can happen to anyone that has an abdominal surgery, or like Tion's case, a C-section years ago. Wow, what? That can cause scar tissue in their stomach to irritate their intestines and cause a blockage. Now, y'all also know that T-Boz has, I believe she has lupus, if I'm not mistaken. I believe she has lupus. So, she struggles with that as well. So continue to keep her and their group in your prayers. So the next order of business, you guys, is actually O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, for him to have passed away, honey, he just cannot stay out of the news. O.J. Simpson's remains turned into jewelry for his kids. What? That's one thing. When he passed away, O.J. made sure that he had all the legal documentation to where his kids could not say anything about whatever they had known about their mother, about the tragic events. They couldn't say anything. He had that all sewed up. So anyway, let's talk about this. This is so strange to me. I've never heard of this. So y'all know OJ passed away. He was cremated in April, and now Simpson's lawyer, Malcolm Lavergne, tells TMZ that his ashes have been turned into cremation jewelry. Has anybody heard of this before? The unusual trinkets were divided among his 4 kids. I wonder where Chloe is. I'm just playing. Arnell, 55, Jason, 54, Sydney, 38, and Justin, 36. Malcolm, who is the executor of Simpson's estate, had to sign off on the process. The cost to cremate and turn the ashes into jewelry was around $4,000. Now, Simpson died earlier this year, and y'all know he had prostate cancer. He was 76 years old. That is something. Has anybody ever heard of anything like that? She said, I'm a sub. I can tell you that. All right, then. See you later. I have to go. All right, then. Sounds like the words of a GLP-1. Got to be careful on those things. Y'all listen, I don't know. I've never heard of anything like this before. We're going to take a little moment for a commercial break, and we will be back.
Doing the best he can. Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best he can. I still love him like I do. Though you're still doing like you do.
All right. For those of y'all who didn't know, that is actually my niece, Stina. You can purchase or either download her music on all streaming platforms. Her name is Stina. Some of the songs she has is Bonfire Boogie. Lord, I can't even think. Southern Soul Party and Old Folks Groove. And I Don't Mind, which I'm getting ready to play in just a few seconds, will be coming out soon. She has not released a song yet, but it is coming out soon.
I don't mind, baby, cheating on you. Cheating on you. I don't mind, baby, cheating on you. Cheating on you.
All right, we are back in here. Let me see. We have Glam in the building. Hey, how you doing, Glam? Thanks for tuning in. Y'all, Glam also has a YouTube channel. Listen, now, for those of you advocate Christians who follow me, y'all may not want to go over there to Glam page. Glam will cuss you clean out. But she is a sweet lady, y'all. She probably sitting there laughing. But other than that, she is really, really funny. And if you like, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. But let's moving right along. Now listen, y'all. And y'all know Wendy Williams have not been in the media for about a year. No one has seen her. And from the last documentary that was posted like early part of this year, you guys know that she has some people around her who were not really looking out for Wendy's best interest. I think they was looking out for her coin more than anything. And her family could not be around her because Wendy Williams had a, what do you call that? That thing that Britney Spears had? Guardianship. She had a guardianship. So there was a judge who was actually over it or something like that, who was over all of her affairs or whatever. And whatever Wendy Williams needed, whether it was a bill paid, whether it was money, they had to get special approval. Now, if you saw that documentary, you saw Wendy look really, really bad. Like the last that we had heard anything about Wendy was she had sold her apartment in New York and no one knew where Wendy Williams was. Well, baby, she just resurfaced. Y'all check this out. Wendy Williams has resurfaced. They said, we love to see a Wendy Williams spotted out shopping. Y'all know who this guy is? That is her son, Kevin Jr. Listen, when I tell you this is major, so apparently Wendy Williams was at a holistic shop on this particular day shopping. So does she still have a guardian? I mean, does she still have a guardian over her affairs? Whoever was around Wendy obviously is not around her anymore because she seemed like she's happy, according to the pictures. Because y'all know the pictures that used to surface before, Wendy Williams was spaced out, really. And she could not be around Kevin. So she was actually spotted over the first time in over a year, like I told y'all, in a holistic store in New Jersey. Now, an employee at the Belingo Balance in Newark exclusively told Page 6 that the former Wendy Williams show star visited the shop, which is ran by the late, oh, wow, Dr. C.B.'s son. Hold on, let me share this screen. Wow. No, it's not shared. Wow. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let me share this screen so y'all can see this too. Okay, so it is shared, where was I? Which is ran by the late Dr. C.B.'s son, Victor Bowman, about a week ago with her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. Now, we're told Wendy Williams was sharp, upbeat, and aware. Really? And very bubbly during the visit. She even had a sit down with Bowman to discuss health products. So this man right here is obviously Dr. C.B.'s son, amongst all the other children Dr. C.B. had. And she was spotted on August the 19th. Wow. And that's something. Now, the famed gossip queen 60 was engaging, but wasn't as familiar with what we do here. So her son was more explaining things, the worker told us. No, that wasn't Dr. C.B.'s son. She talked about circulation improvement, but didn't want to get into too much detail on their first meeting and plans to come back in the near future. Williams also received Dr. C.B.'s son's capsules, which are said to promote overall hormonal balance and mental wealth. Now, let's see if we can take a look at her legs. Well, she got her boots on, so you can't tell if her lymphedema has really taken effect on her. Wow. Yeah, Glam laughing. Good morning, Glam. She said, Catherine, all right. Everybody just speaking. All right. We're going to move on. So I actually saw this story yesterday about Deion Sanders, and I thought this was really good. You know, people have a lot to say about Deion Sanders, but Deion Sanders helps open savings accounts for Colorado football players that have children. So Deion Sanders actually took to Twitter and he said, I'm looking for a bank in Boulder or Denver that wants to have a business relationship with a few members of our team that's going to bless whichever bank that partners with us. Let's go, #Coach Prime at CU Bus Football. So y'all know me. I did some digging. Let's see. Here we go. This is major. So Deion Sanders partners with bank to open savings accounts for Colorado players with children. Y'all, this is huge. Deion Sanders, one thing I will say about Deion Sanders is he teaches his players not only how to play football, but he teaches them how to become men and how to survive if they don't make it to the pros. And most of the team probably won't make it to the pros. So he teaches them how to be men, how to be responsible fathers, how to invest their money, all of that. Like, if you have yet to follow his program, despite whether you say he's arrogant or not, he does a really good job with those kids. He really does. So anyway, Colorado coach Deion Sanders. Okay, no, we talked about that. Colorado's collected the 54-30 Alliance has already been working on a partnership for financial literacy seminar. Wow, are you serious? That is good. That aligned perfectly with what Coach wanted to do, said to Reggie Calhoun, who joined the 54-30 Alliance as Director of Operations and Business Development in April. Coach just took it to another level. Yes, he did. On Sunday morning, after a speech on fatherhood to his team, Sanders brought the 8 Colorado players who have children to the front of the meeting room. And when I tell y'all, there are a lot of players that have children. It's not like 1 or 2, it's a bunch of them. He seated the stage to a representatives of the credit union who presented the players with a bank account for their children stocked with $2,121, a nod to Sanders' signature number. Yeah, that is huge. He said, it made my whole day. I was like, this is amazing. This is crazy, Calhoun Jr. said. To have a coach talking about building men, see, I told y'all, building men, and see him put the work in and put action force changes the way you view coaching in the college sports world. This is huge. You know, there are a lot of players that go to teams, especially because of the NIL deals. Matter of fact, I was in a barbershop this weekend, and my dad and there was another guy, and I can't think of the guy's name. Him and another guy have an actual YouTube channel, and they talk about sports and or whatever. But they were talking about players having the NIL deals. Now, for you ladies out there who follow me, you know, this is where they get money and they get paid. Some of them get millions of dollars in college through these NIL deals. So for them to know how to save their money, invest their money, and have financial responsibility, I think that's a huge thing. That is huge. So anyway, shout out to Deion Sanders. So the next thing we're going to talk about, y'all, have y'all heard about this? 2 astronauts who have been stuck in space for 80 days after an 8-day trip won't return to Earth until February 2025. Now, if you've been following this, you know Boeing was supposed to send hold on, before I get into that, let me just share this. Boeing was supposed to send something up there to see if they can retrieve these astronauts. But apparently, baby, it came back empty. So Boeing Starliner returning empty as NASA turns to SpaceX to bring astronauts back from ISS. Now, I believe the SpaceX isn't, is that what Elon Musk? I'm not for sure. So anyway, here are the astronauts. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams pose inside the hatch connecting Boeing Starliner. And I know some people's like, will they have enough food? Yes, they have enough food because when they go to space like that, they actually carry enough food just in case something were to happen. So you don't have to worry about that particular part. But taking showers and stuff like that, that sucks. So Boeing will return a Starliner capsule from the International Space Station without the NASA astronauts that is delivered to orbit in early June, the agency announced on Saturday. With Starliner coming back to Earth empty, NASA will now have astronauts Butch and Sunny return via SpaceX Dragon spacecraft, which is expected to launch its 9th regular mission to the ISS for the agency on September the 24th. Y'all, I just hope and pray that they come on back, you know? So our last story we're going to talk about is actually Kamala Harris. I had to end this on a good note. More than two, y'all, this is huge. This is major. Let me share this screen so y'all can see this. This is major, honey. I love my girl Kamala. And y'all stop calling her Kamala. Her name was Kamala. Anyway, so, where is it? Oh, crap. More than 200 Bush, McCain, Romney alums endorsed Harris for president, and they criticized Trump. Now, these were more than 200 Republicans who previously worked for either former George W. Bush, the late Senator John McCain, or Senator Mitt Romney, and they endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris for president in an open letter Monday, obtained exclusively by the USA Today. Now, the letter from alums of the 3 Republican presidential nominees prior to the former President Donald Trump comes on the heels of a Democratic National Convention. Baby, look here. That daggone Democrat National Convention not only got them crunk, not only got me crunk, but it got the Republicans crunk as well. And they are going to vote for Kamala. So anyway, that was in Chicago that showcased Republican detractors of the GOP nominee. At least 5 former aides to the former President George H.W. Bush also signed the letter, which has 238 signatures in all. Now, a similar group of about 150 anti-Trump staffers, Bush, McCain, and Romney, pledged support for President Joe Biden in the 2020 election. Y'all, that's a good doggone thing. I don't care what you say. I think Carter just got up. Thank God the show getting ready to be over. But that's a good thing. And it looked like my girl Kamala Harris has a really, really strong chance. Now, it's not going to be easy. For those of you who watched the DNC last week, you know it's not going to be easy. But if you are one of those people who have not registered to vote, make sure you have checked your voter status. Make sure. You got less than 60-some days before it's time to vote. Make sure you check your voter status. Make sure you know where you're going to vote. Make sure your ID matches your voter's card. Whatever it is, make sure it is correct. Because on the day it's time to vote, you do not want any problems. And make sure you do your due diligence in researching. So anyway, hey Erica, how you doing? I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in to the show today. That concludes today's show. We had a great show. Also, if you have any tips about information that you want us to cover on Kimmie's World, or you want to nominate a content creator for the Content Creator Spotlight, make sure you shoot it to my email, KIMMIE'S@gmail.com. Make sure you attach the person's page so I can go check out their page or whatever. But if you want to nominate someone for the Content Creator Spotlight, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you know any tips, any type of trending topics, trending news or anything, make sure you shoot it to my email. It is greatly appreciated. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to the show, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. 'Cause you're just that subscriber. Like and subscribe.